Hi, Sonya Bruce. Thank you so much for tuning in again to Sit with Son, where I speak in theory to inspire minds, encourage hearts, and motivate change. Shouting out to my wives, my ladies, that it is impossible, totally mission impossible, to try and reestablish, restore, or rebuild a relationship without trust. Totally impossible. Here's why: your mind is always continuously unsuspect, always lurking and looking, always watching and waiting for that evidence to surface. And it's not even necessary because the simple fact of what you believe in your mind, your believing heart, that's evidence enough. Because what you believe, even if evidence is not there, it, it, your mind is going to conclude that it's true. So basically, what I'm saying is that distrust and that unbelief is not a foundation at all to try and reestablish a relationship. You're going to have to find the trust. And if you say to me that the trust is just not there, I just don't trust them, then my suggestion to you is to begin with truth. And when I say truth, I'm not talking about that evidence you were looking for. I'm talking about that truth to yourself. You're going to have to assess yourself. You're going to have to ask those hard questions and be ready to hear the hard answers. Um, have that talk with yourself to see why you feel the way that you feel, what you truly in your heart believe about your spouse. Is it something that you're willing to deal with? What are you willing to deal with? Or are you willing to deal at all? Do you even see this worth fighting for? Those are going to be the questions that you're going to have to ask yourself, that you're going to have to ask and talk and communicate with your spouse, and maybe even possibly you and him having these type of discussions with a counselor. Because once you begin to deal in truth, if the trust is not there, then you can begin to build on that level of truth. And it will flourish and reestablish the trust, and you can continue to build from there. But it's going to be either or. It's going to either be that trust, you're going to either choose to trust him and then seek truth and allow truth to, come forth. Or if you don't have the trust, begin with truth, that self assessment, those hard communication conversations with your spouse and possibly a counselor. Basically, what I'm saying is going to be either or. You're either going to start with truth, grow to trust, or choose to trust and allow truth. Those are the only two that can help you to reestablish your relationship. Anything else is seeking sand. It's not going to work. But I guarantee you, with those two, you can make it. You can reestablish your relationship. You can grow back that trust. I know because I did it. Give me those questions or comments. I'll be happy to answer them. You know I'm transparent, so bring them on. Don't forget to look for all of my tutorials or videos on YouTube, Sit with Son, and also find Sit with Son on Facebook. Okay, ladies, bring on those questions and comments, and please fight for that marriage. It's worth fighting for.